Time now for your forewarned weather.
All right, bringing in Seth. Now, Seth, obviously we're not having those type of issues here in the Beehive State, but kind of the opposite. Beautiful fall temperatures and people going up in the northern parts of Utah maybe to get some skiing going.
Yeah, it is really nice. They have opened a couple ski resorts. We talked about that in the first, and we do have more snow on the way, but that's going to be a couple days from now. Let's take a look at what it looks like right now down in southern Utah. This is our Black Desert Sky Cam down in Ivins. Beautiful sunset behind the red rocks there with clear skies. Clear skies have been the case all day for most of the Beehive State. We do have some clouds starting to move into the north, but it's not going to be enough to bring any type of precipitation. Temperatures right now running right about average. 51 degrees here in Salt Lake. We have mid-50s down I-15, 54 in Hanksville, and Logan at 52. St. George, a little bit warmer at 64. Now, this is quite a bit warmer than what we saw yesterday by about 10 degrees, especially in southern Utah. Up here in the north, we've warmed by a few degrees as well, but it's going to get even warmer, especially tomorrow, where we're going to climb 10 to 15 degrees above seasonal norms before dropping about 20 degrees to below seasonal norms, and then we have a gradual warming trend. Similar story for St. George, but that drop won't be as prominent. The cold front that will drop those temperatures won't come down quite as far. So we have high pressure control, which is why we've had this really nice and warm weather, slides to the east, and the clockwise rotation of the high pressure and counterclockwise rotation of the low pressure work together for an amplified southerly flow, bringing that warm desert southwest air all the way into the Beehive State. Doesn't last long though, because that cold air moves on in, low pressure coming in from the northwest, bringing much chillier temperatures. Doesn't last long though, because high pressure comes back in, boots it right back out, and then we have our eye on yet another system that could be coming in. And we do have, again, the warm before this storm, the end of this work week. Futurecast will show us what precipitation we can expect. So as we zoom in here, the cold front approaches, you can see that warm air ahead of the front, and as the front passes, we get that colder air behind it. We will see our first drops of precipitation right around midnight in the early morning hours. And then for your Tuesday morning commute, we're going to see the impacts, especially along the Wasatch Range, but we could see it all the way down to central Utah, and even the southern mountains could get a little bit of snow. Snow levels are going to stay a little bit higher, above 6,000 feet for the most part, but the models are picking up on lake-enhanced precipitation, which could mean that we see snow even when it's above freezing. But I'm not totally convinced that we'll see it in the Salt Lake Valley. It'll be the bench at the lowest. Now, a long-range futurecast takes us through the rest of the week and into the weekend. You're going to notice we do have a couple waves of clouds coming through. We hold on to partly cloudy skies, and then we have that moisture start to move through late Friday night into early Saturday morning, holding on through Saturday and bringing colder temperatures. Now, we won't see a whole lot of wet weather from this, anywhere between a tenth to a quarter of an inch, but we'll see some decent snow totals in our mountains. Not enough for a winter weather advisory or to really impact your travel all that much, but it'll still be there. 3 inches for most mountain valleys is possible, including Park City. 2 to 6 inches for most mountains above 6,000 feet, and the upper Cottonwoods could get 8 to 10 inches in some spots, especially if we see that lake-enhanced precipitation. Regional forecast for tomorrow shows that we have 60s across the state with only a couple of 50s on the east, and really, really pleasant conditions. Let's zoom in here so we can talk about this in more detail. Mid-60s for tomorrow along the Wasatch front, mid-50s for the Wasatch back, mid-60s for central Utah on I-15, upper 50s for Fairview and Nephi, and down in southern Utah, we're looking at temperatures in the low to mid-60s, 70 degrees flat for St. George, and that'll be your last 70-degree day for the foreseeable future, but that's just in time for Veterans Day. Beautiful Veterans Day. And then we drop 9 degrees by Tuesday, start to warm up a little bit, and then we have another drop by about 10 degrees, and we could even see a little bit of wet weather on Saturday in southern Utah. It's hard to say right now. Wasatch Front has a much greater chance of precipitation, rain showers for your Tuesday with temperatures in the 40s, and then we start to warm back up, reaching the 60s by the end of the work week, and then that last weekend storm rolls on through, and we could be seeing rain and snow showers with temperatures in the low 40s.
Wow, how about that?